Kod bangun. Dengan izin Ya Arya, persidangan mahkamah pada hari ini dijalankan secara sidang video atas persetujuan semua pihak berikutan perintah kawalan pergerakan yang berkuat kuasa sehingga 20 Disember 2020. Panel hakim yang bersidang pada hari ini adalah Ya Arya Hakim, Dato Seri Mariana binti Haji Yahya. Pempetisyen pertama bagi sesi ini WA-18-5-012020 Lipihan.
Dengan izin Yang Alif, nama saya Lim Pehan, pempetisyen pertama.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Ebenezer Ramesh, Peguam pengusul untuk Pempetisyen Lim Pehan. Rakan-rakan bijaksana yang hadir pagi ini,
dengan izin Yang Arif, Adiba Iman Mat Hassan, Peguam Persekutuan yang bagi pihak yang berbahagia Tan Sri Peguam Negara Malaysia.
Saya Lee Wee Mian bagi pihak Majlis Peguam Malaysia.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Syugan Rahman bagi Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur, Selangor dan Perak.
dengan izin Yang Arif, saya minta kebenaran untuk meneruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Ya.
Terima kasih. My lady, your petitioner was born on 23rd April 1997 in Kuala Lumpur, and she is the eldest of 2 children. Your petitioner was born to Mr. Lim Chi Chong and Madam Sim Chun Moy. The petitioner has resided in Ampang since the day she was born. Your petitioner had her early education at SJKC, Kampung Baru, Ampang, and thereafter she continued her secondary education in Chong Hua Independent High School, Kuala Lumpur. Right after your petitioner had completed her SPM, her parents had inquired as to her future plans. At that time, the petitioner was uncertain as to what she wanted to study further or her future plans. Her parents then suggested that she continue her studies by enrolling for Cambridge A-level program at Brickfields Asia College. Your petitioner took her parents' advice and enrolled for the said course, for which she also took the study of law as one of her A-level subjects. As a result of her study of law at A-levels, your petitioner started to gain interest in the possibility of practicing law in future. Upon successful completion of her A-levels, your petitioner then decided to pursue her studies in undergraduate law. She then signed up for UK transfer program, which was offered at Brickfields Asia College, and in 2018, your petitioner successfully graduated with a law degree from the University of Liverpool with the second class upper division honours. She thereafter obtained a certificate in legal practice, CLP, in 2019. Your petitioner initially did a stint as an attachment student with Messrs. Vignaraj, R.D. Rednam, Rajesh Kumar and Associates in September 2019. Subsequently, she commenced her pupillage at the said firm under the tutelage of Miss Redna Devi. Yang Arif, I am given to understand by the petitioner's pupil master that your petitioner was earnest and hardworking during her pupillage. In addition to the conveyancing portfolio, your petitioner was also given opportunity to learn from other areas of law which was available at the firm, namely industrial law, criminal law, and civil litigation. Further, the pupil master had ensured that during your petitioner's pupillage, your petitioner had been given sufficient exposure to gain the basic skill sets necessary both in ethics and legal principles to enable the petitioner in future to become an ethical and successful advocate and solicitor. My lady, today your petitioner wishes to express her heartfelt gratitude to those who have helped her on her journey to becoming an advocate and solicitor. First and foremost, she would like to express her love and gratitude to her parents and to her younger sister, Lim Pei Yuen, for their unconditional love and constant support for your petitioner. She is grateful to her parents for their love, affection, and sacrifices, especially for their belief in your petitioner's ability to succeed, even when she had faced difficulties and failures. Secondly, she would like to thank her pupil master, Ms. Ratna Devi, for providing your petitioner with a lot of guidance and invaluable advice throughout your petitioner's pupillage. Your petitioner has great respect and high regards for her pupil master, who has always shown your petitioner how to conduct herself in a professional manner and how to maintain legal professional standards and ethics when dealing with work and people. In this regard, your petitioner feels she has been blessed to have been under the mentorship of Ms. Ratna Devi. The petitioner would also like to thank the other partners in the firm, namely Mr. Vignaraj, Mr. Rajesh, and Mr. Siva, for always providing the petitioner opportunities to assist them, which has enabled her to learn different aspects of legal practice. Your petitioner also is grateful to each and everyone at the firm, past and present, who have helped her throughout her pupillage journey. Next, she would also like to thank all her friends from University Work and Legal Aid Training Program for their support and help. Finally, your petitioner would like to thank me for having taken time to move a call today. Yang Arif, saya sesungguhnya percaya Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan untuk diterima dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya menurut Akta Profession Undang-Undang 1976. Saya juga percaya semua surat cara adalah teratur dan bahawa tiada bantahan kepada petisyen ini. Maka dengan rasa hormat dan rendah diri, saya memohon Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar Pempetisyen Lim Pei Han diterima dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Pihak kami tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
The KLBA has no objections, my lady.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Lim Pei Han sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Lim Pei Han dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Yang Arif, saya pohon supaya Pempetisyen dibenarkan menyarungkan jubah.
Silakan Cik Lim Pei Han.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Ya.
Pempetisyen kedua WA-18-51-01-2020 Lai Jun Lee.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lai Jun Lee, Pempetisyen kedua.
Yang Cik Ramesh.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Ramesh Lachmanan, Peguam Pengusul hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen Lai Jun Lee pada hari ini. Yang Arif, rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, dengan hormatnya saya memohon keizinan Yang Arif untuk kebenaran untuk meneruskan ujahan dan bahasa Inggeris, Yang Arif.
Ya.
Terima kasih, Arif. My lady, may I introduce the petitioner, Lai Jun Lee. Yang Arif, your petitioner was born on 29 June 1995 to Mr. Lai Pek Peng and Ms. Connie Lo Kui Cheng and was raised in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. Yang Arif, your petitioner pursued her law degree at Aberystwyth University in Wales, which she obtained her bachelor's degree before commencing her bar professional training course at Cardiff University, where she was called to the Bar of England and Wales by the Honourable Society of Middle Temple. Thereafter, your petitioner subsequently commenced her pupillage at Osman Davidson and Co. under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Wong Hing Lung. My lady, it was more than 5 years ago when your petitioner took a gamble by taking law as a career. Your petitioner says the journey wasn't easy as the petitioner has to embrace several obstacles in life, young Arif. However, with the love and encouragement from people around her, the petitioner managed to complete the journey. For that, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to thank certain people that made her the person she is today, young Arif. My lady, your petitioner first and foremost would like to thank both her parents, Mr. Lai Pek Peng and Ms. Connie Lo Kui Cheng, for their unconditional love and support since the very beginning. Your petitioner's parents came from a humble background, my lady. Despite the difficulties, they have always supported the petitioner's dream of becoming a lawyer. Therefore, the petitioner would like to convey her heartfelt gratitude to both her parents. My lady, being the eldest sibling in the family, she is grateful to her younger siblings, Lai Win Kit and Lai Win Lee, for being a confidant and for the encouragement given along the way. Next, your petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express her gratitude to her People Master, my learned friend, Mr. Wong Hing Lung, for all the guidance given throughout her chambering period. Starting out with zero knowledge and experience in litigation, Mr. Wong Hing Lung had provided the petitioner with ample opportunities to enhance her learning experience and made it a fruitful one by the end of her pupillage. The petitioner is also thankful for all the life advices that were imparted to her during her People Master time. Looking back at the pupillage, the petitioner would like to thank her fellow colleagues at Osborne Davidson & Co., especially Afika, Nicole, Clement, Elias, Kwan Wing, and Shimon for making her chambering period an enjoyable experience. The long working hours in the office had always been compensated with the comical presence of your petitioner's colleagues. My lady, your petitioner would like also to extend appreciation to Ms. Lau Oiling, Ms. Eva Lu, Ms. Li Ting, Ms. Serena, Shamal, Angeline, Ken, Mung Teng, Tiger, Wenjen, Kritana, Azik, Felice, Sonia, and Delicia for the support given throughout their legal journey. Lastly, your petitioner also extremely grateful to me, her mover, for taking time out for today, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa semua kertas kuasa pempetisyen adalah teratur dan saya juga percaya bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili badan-badan berkenan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap pempetisyen ini.
Pihak kami tiada bantahan, ya Arif?
Ya, Majlis Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Kelba has no objections, my lady.
Yang Arif, oleh itu saya dengan rendah diri memohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk membenarkan Pempetisyen Lai Jun Lee untuk diterima masuk dan namanya didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Lai Jun Lee sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Lai Jun Lee dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, dengan rendah diri saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk membenarkan Pempetisyen untuk menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Ya, silakan Cik Lai Jun Lee.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen ketiga WA-18-53-012020 Toh Ziyi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Toh Ziyik, Pempetisyen ketiga.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Wong Kah Hui, Peguam usul yang mewakili Pempetisyen Toh Ziyik pada hari ini. Dan turut hadir pada hari ini adalah rakan-rakan bijaksana yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan kepada Yang Arif sebelum ini. Izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Baik, dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. My lady, please allow me to introduce the petitioner this morning. Your humble petitioner was born on the 2nd of March 1995 in Penang and is the eldest son of Mr. To Boon Chong and Mrs. Chin Lai Ling. The petitioner obtained a Bachelor of Laws with upper second class honours from the University of London in 2017. Thereafter, the petitioner completed and passed the bar professional training course and was called to the Bar of England and Wales and was admitted as a barrister at law at the Honourable Society of the Inner Temple in 2018. He returned to Malaysia thereafter and commenced his pupillage under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Samuel Hong Soo Chun at Messrs. Kadir Andri and Partners. He has completed his pupillage. Lady, on this special and memorable day, the petitioner would like to take the opportunity to thank his family and loved ones for their unwavering and continued love and for being the pillars of support that set the foundation of the petitioner's life. The petitioner would especially like to express his gratitude to his parents for their love and support and all the sacrifices that they have made in order to enable the petitioner to be where he is today. The petitioner would also like to thank his pupil master, Mr. Samuel Hong, for the instruction and opportunities that he has provided during pupillage. Furthermore, the petitioner wishes to express his gratitude to his team members as well as his fellow pupils and colleagues at Messrs. Kadir Andri and Partners for all the help and support that they provided throughout the petitioner's pupillage. The petitioner would also like to thank all his friends throughout his degree and bar professional training course for their comradeship and for enriching the petitioner's legal education journey. Yang Arif, saya sesungguh percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang orang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profession Undang-Undang 1976 untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini. Saya juga percaya bahawa segala kertas-kertas kenaan Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tidak ada apa bantahan terhadap Pempetisyen ini.
Yang Arif, pihak kami tiada bantahan.
Yes, tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Kelba has no objections, my lady.
Izin Yang Arif, saya rendah diri memohon kepada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini supaya Pempetisyen To diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Encik To Yik sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Encik To Yik dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk membenarkan Pempetisyen mencubakan diri sendiri.
Silakan Encik To Yik.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen keempat WE-18-69-012020 Atira Fatimah binti Muhammad Abdul Halim.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Atira Fatimah binti Muhammad Abdul Halim, Pempetisyen keempat.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya YM Sin yang mengusul untuk Pempetisyen. dan rakan-rakan terpelajar saya yang mewakili pihak-pihak yang berkenaan yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang mana telah diperkenalkan terlebih dahulu. Yang Arif, ini adalah petisyen penerimaan masuk Pempetisyen Atira Fatimah binti Muhammad Abdul Halim sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan selanjutnya dalam bahasa Inggeris. If it pleases you, my lady, the petitioner was born on the 4th of November 1993 in Selangor and is the second child of Muhammad Abdul Halim bin Ahmad and Raja Maizura binti Raja Arif. She has one older brother who is also a practicing lawyer in the UK. The petitioner read law and graduated with the Bachelor of Laws honours from the University of Bristol. The petitioner pursued her postgraduate studies and obtained a Master of Laws from the London School of Economics and Political Science and completed the legal practice course from City, University of London. The petitioner then completed the professional training course from BPP University, London, and was called to the Bar of England and Wales last year in 2019. Your petitioner then commenced her pupillage in January of 2020 this year under the guidance of my learned friend, Brian Chia Hokgi of Mrs. Wong and Partners, a member firm of Baker & McKenzie. Your petitioner is so grateful for the substantial experience and exposure in the corporate, commercial, and securities practice that she has gained throughout her time at Mrs. Wong and Partners, and is grateful that the firm has given her the opportunity to further her career in this practice area. She has been retained by the firm. Your petitioner would like to express her utmost appreciation to the two people who have been instrumental in all her achievements. Her parents, who have pushed for greatness and served as prime examples of what hard work can achieve. And your petitioner would especially like to thank her mother for being a remarkable role model. Your petitioner grew up watching her mother, my ex-partner, run a legal practice while simultaneously raising two children, and can only wish she could follow in the footsteps of her mother. Your petitioner would also like to express her heartfelt gratitude to her pupil master, Brian Chia Hokgi, for providing her a remarkable opportunity and guidance and throughout her pupillage. Your petitioner is greatly inspired by her master, who is a notable advocate and solicitor, and an important member of the profession who has contributed his priceless skills and knowledge to the vocation. Your petitioner has made a note to also thank the big family of Mrs. Wong and Partners, the associates, her fellow pupils, her colleagues, and support staff for sharing their knowledge, expertise, advice, friendship throughout the 9 months, which the petitioner hopes will continue throughout her time in the firm. Finally, her petitioner has expressed gratitude towards her mover. However, her mover also says that likewise, he is equally privileged because the mover has known her since she was a baby, when her mother and I were both practicing in Mrs. Osman Hashim. Based on the training that the petitioner has undergone throughout 9 months, I have no doubt whatsoever that the petitioner is indeed a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. I believe that your petitioner's papers are all in order and that the Attorney General's Chambers, the Bar Council, and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objections.
Tiada bantahan ya, Arif?
Ada bantahan ya, Arif?
The KL Bar has no objections, my lady.
Thank you, my learned friends. Dengan yang demikian, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri dan rendah hati memohon agar Pempetisyen diterima, masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Atira Fatimah binti Muhammad Abdul Halim sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Atira Fatima binti Muhammad Abdul Halim dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Sekarang saya juga ingin memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk pempetisyen menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Ya, silakan Cik Atira Fatima binti Muhammad Abdul Halim.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
I'm very much obliged Yang Arif. Terima kasih.
Pempetisyen kelima WA-18-249-02-2020 Kok Hui Ting.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Kok Hui Ting, pempetisyen kelima.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya R. Rishikesh Singham, Peguam Pengusul mewakili pempetisyen Kok Hui Ting. Pada hari ini, rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Ya.
My lady, may I introduce your petitioner, Kok Hui Ting. Your petitioner was born on the 13th of June 1995 in Kuala Lumpur and is the only child of Mr. Kenneth Kok Cheng Wei and Miss Janice Chu Saw Swan. The petitioner had her early education in SJKC Zhonghua P before continuing her secondary education in Sun Jin High School. The petitioner was apparently inspired by legal dramas and had on occasion fantasized about being elevated to the bench, adorning black robes since young. The petitioner aspired to become a lawyer as she enjoys the satisfaction of helping to solve problems of others. She also treasures the importance of trust in relationships and in fighting for the rights of the marginalized. The petitioner then read law in the University of London external program. She graduated with a second-class honours in 2017, then pursued and got through the CLP in 2019. Subsequently, she then had the honour of completing her pupillage under the tutelage of Miss Annette Saw of Osman Davidson and Co. On this special day, the petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude to her family. She would like to thank her parents for their unwavering support and encouragement, without which she would not have been able to achieve any of her milestones in life. No words can express how thankful she is for their endless love, support, and immeasurable sacrifice. Today, the petitioner wishes to repay their love, care, and effort by standing here proudly, seeking to be admitted as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. The petitioner would also like to thank her pupil master, Miss Annette Saw, for providing her with opportunities and guidance throughout her pupillage. She had a great time of learning and exploring corporate law under the supervision and leadership of Miss Annette Saw. Miss Saw had never failed to motivate the petitioner in improving herself, either as a lawyer in or out of court, or as a person in her life. Looking back at her pupillage, the petitioner also wishes to thank all lawyers and colleagues in Osman Davidson and Co., especially the corporate team, for their endless guidance, support, friendship, and for making her time in Miss Saw's chambers such a meaningful and unforgettable experience. The petitioner would like to thank her friends, Wan Fen, Yiling, Avril, and many more for always being there for her to make the tough times more bearable. Special thanks dedicated to Brandon, the one who had always supported and encouraged her to move forward to reach her dream of becoming a lawyer. The petitioner is also extremely grateful to me, her mover today, who has kindly agreed to move her call. Ya Arif, Saya percaya bahawa semua kertas kuasa Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan saya juga percaya bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili badan-badan berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini.
Kami tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
Ya. Pihak Majlis Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
The KLBA has no objections, my lady.
Dengan itu, saya dengan rendah diri Yang Arif memohon kepada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk membenarkan Pempetisyen Kok Hui Ting untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Kok Hui Ting sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Kok Hui Ting dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan rendah dirinya saya memohon sebagai kebenaran diberikan kepada Pempetisyen untuk menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Silakan Cik Kok Hui Ting.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Baik. Okay, next.
Pempetisyen seterusnya WA-1265-08-2019 Mohnianian
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Mohnianian, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya HYD Yang Arif mewakili Pempetisyen Mohnianian pada pagi ini. Bersama-sama saya adalah rakan-rakan yang bijaksana yang mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor seperti yang telah diperkenalkan kepada Yang Arif pada pagi ini. Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Ya, dibenarkan.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Firstly, Yang Arif, may I introduce your petitioner, Ms. Mohnianian, who is standing in front of Yang Arif today. She was born on 12th of January 1993 and is the only daughter to a wonderful couple, Mr. Mo Hyong Chi and Madam Ting Che Yen, who are present today, Yang Arif. The petitioner commenced her primary education in SJK (C) Yok Nam, Kuala Lumpur, and furthered her studies in Sri Kuala Lumpur. After completing her South Australian matriculation in Taylor's College, your petitioner obtained her Bachelor of Laws (LLB) degree in Cardiff University. Thereafter, she successfully completed and obtained her certificate in legal practice, Yang Arif. In August 2019, she began her pupillage in Mr. Joseph Ting & Co. under the guidance of my learned good friend, Mr. Joseph Ting. Yang Arif, the petitioner was given quite a bit of exposure in general litigation, such as winding up, tenancy, trespass, debt recovery cases, as well as some complicated matters, Yang Arif. Although the learning opportunities were abundant, but there were times where the petitioner was overwhelmed by litigation files. Fortunately, Yang Arif, she persevered and her hard work paid off. And I'm glad to inform Yang Arif today that the petitioner has been retained by the firm to continue her good work in the litigation department, Yang Arif. The petitioner could never have achieved any of these without the help from her family, colleagues, and friends. On this memorable day, the petitioner would like to express her gratitude to the following people from the bottom of her heart. Yang Arif, the petitioner expresses her gratitude for the unconditional love from her parents. Her parents are the pillars of strength of the family and always give the best to the petitioner, as well as the petitioner's family members who are present today watching this online long call. Share this joyous occasion with her. The petitioner would also like to convey her heartfelt appreciation to her pupil master, Mr. Joseph Ting, for the invaluable guidance and advice in helping her in gaining the insights of life in the legal practice. Mr. Joseph Ting has truly inspired the petitioner to begin her new chapter of life. Petitioner couldn't have done it without her master. Furthermore, the petitioner would also wish to thank the partners of Mr. Joseph Ting and Co., Ms. Keng Ait Mei and Mr. Tan Chung Ming, and not forgetting her fellow lawyers and colleagues in Mr. Joseph Ting and Co. for their patience, advice, and willingness to share, and most importantly, the amazing, wonderful 9 months. Moreover, the petitioner wishes to convey her appreciation to her beloved friends who are always there for her. Last but not least, the petitioner is truly grateful to her partner, Mr. Nicholas C., for his efforts in helping her to cope with the stress of studies and work since day one of her law journey. Her partner has stuck by the petitioner through thick and thin, sharing her tears and joy, and most importantly, for believing in her, even when it was difficult for her to believe in herself, unquote. Saya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah layak dan sesuai untuk diterima sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara. Saya juga percaya bahawa segala kertas kosa dalam petisyen ini adalah teratur dan tiada bantahan dari rakan-rakan bijaksana.
Kami tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
My lady, I represent Selangor Bar for this petition. Selangor Bar has no objections.
Ya Arif, saya dengan hormatnya memohon agar Pempetisyen Cik Mo Nian Nian diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Mo Nian Nian sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Mo Nian Nian dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih. Dengan izin, Ya Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubah sendiri, Ya Arif.
Silakan Cik Mo Nian Nian.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen terakhir WA-18-14-09-09-2016 Muhammad Zulfadli bin Muhammad Nawawi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Zulfadli bin Muhammad Nawawi, Pempetisyen ke-7.
Ya, Tuan Samsul.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Samsul bin Bohasan mengusul bagi pihak Pempetisyen ke-7 Yang Arif, Muhammad Zulfadli bin Muhammad Nawawi pada pagi ini Yang Arif. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Perak yang diwakili oleh Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi Yang Arif. Izinkan saya memperkenalkan Pempetisyen Yang Arif.
Ya.
Pempetisyen yang lahir pada 22 Jun 1993 di Ipoh, Perak merupakan anak bongsu dari 4 orang adik-beradik. Pempetisyen bersekolah rendah di Sekolah Kebangsaan Catur Avenue Ipoh, Perak dan seterusnya sekolah menengah di Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Anderson Ipoh, Perak. Seterusnya, Pempetisyen melanjutkan pelajaran di peringkat ijazah sejadah muda undang-undang di Universiti Teknologi Mara UiTM Shah Alam. Sepanjang tempoh pengajian, Pempetisyen juga turut melibatkan diri dengan pelbagai jenis aktiviti co-curriculum seperti Mood Club UiTM dan Pasukan Bola Sepak Fakulti Undang-Undang UiTM. Pada tahun 2016, Pempetisyen menamatkan pengajiannya dengan Sarjana Muda Undang-Undang Kepujian kelas kedua tinggi Yang Arif. Selepas tamat pengajian, Pempetisyen telah menjalankan latihan dalam kamar di Tetuan Taufik Bajanit and Partners, Cawangan Ipoh, Perak, di mana Pempetisyen didedahkan dengan litigasi perbankan. Namun selepas 7 bulan menjalani latihan dalam kamar, Pempetisyen telah memilih untuk menerima tawaran sebagai pegawai undang-undang di Jabatan Peguam Negara pada tahun 2017. Penempatan pertama Pempetisyen adalah sebagai Timbalan Pendakwa Raya di Suruhanjaya Pencegahan Rasuah Malaysia SPRM. Seterusnya pada tahun 2018, Pempetisyen ditempatkan di bahagian penyelidikan Jabatan Peguam Negara dan kemudiannya sehingga kini pempetisyen ditempatkan di bahagian penasihat Jabatan Peguam Negara sebagai Peguam Persekutuan. Pempetisyen mengambil peluang ini untuk mengucapkan terima kasih kepada pegawai atasan dan rakan-rakan sekerja pempetisyen di Jabatan Peguam Negara atas bimbingan, kesabaran dan kesediaan untuk berkongsi pengetahuan mereka bersama pempetisyen. Di sini juga, ya Arif, pempetisyen ingin mengambil kesempatan untuk berterima kasih kepada kedua ibu bapanya, Encik Nawawi dan Puan Rofidah, kerana sentiasa memastikan pempetisyen membesar dalam suasana yang baik dan serba mencukupi. Pada hari yang istimewa ini juga, pempetisyen juga mengucapkan terima kasih khusus kepada isteri pempetisyen, Nabilah Husna binti Muhammad Tahir, yang juga sedang mengandung anak pertama mereka kerana sentiasa menyokong dan menjadi tulang belakang pempetisyen. Yang Arif, saya percaya pempetisyen adalah seorang yang layak dan sesuai untuk diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di mahkamah yang mulia ini. Saya percaya semua surat cara adalah lengkap dan teratur. Saya juga percaya bahawa tiada bantahan terhadap usul pempetisyen dari rakan-rakan bijaksana yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Bahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Peguam Kuasa Peguam Negeri Perak, ya Arif.
Pihak kami tiada bantahan, ya Arif?
Majlis Peguam Negara tiada bantahan.
My Lady, I appeal on behalf of the Perak Bar and the Perak Bar has no objections.
Dengan itu, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar pempetisyen Muhammad Zulfadli bin Muhammad Nawawi diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Baik, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Encik Muhammad Zulfadli bin Muhammad Nawawi sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Encik Muhammad Zulfadli bin Muhammad Nawawi dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Dengan izin, Yang Arif, saya memohon Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar membenarkan pempetisyen menyarung jubahnya sendiri, Yang Arif.
Silakan Encik Muhammad Zulfadli bin Muhammad Nawawi.
Terima kasih, Arif.
Ya.
Terima kasih, Arif.
Dengan ini saya menjemput Yang Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning.
Salam.
Puan Adiba Iman binti Mat Hassan, representative of the Attorney General's Chambers. Ms. Lee Wui Mien, representative of the Malaysian Bar Council. Mr. Shugan Rahman, representative of the Kuala Lumpur, Selangor and Perak Bar Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Malaysian Judiciary, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all petitioners on your admission as advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya. You have come to the final chapter in achieving your ambition. It is time for you to be prepared to face all the challenges and bittersweet of this profession. I would also like to congratulate your parents and your loved ones who had sacrificed a lot to get you to where you are today. Congratulations to the masters who had willingly and diligently shared their legal knowledge during the 9 months of tutelage period to all petitioners on the reality of this profession. Not to forget to all family members and friends who have been giving unwavering support to all petitioners throughout the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks history not only for the petitioners who are admitted and enrolled as advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya, but also for the Malaysian judiciary in conducting these momentous proceedings virtually. This is an initiative by the Malaysian judiciary to ensure that the petitioners are able to continue their careers in the legal fraternity. This is the new norm that is to be adapted by all parties in facing the COVID-19 pandemic. The legal profession is a noble and respected profession. Since the beginning of civilized nation until today, this profession has been given great trust in their roles and responsibilities in implementing and upholding justice. Undoubtedly, this field has obstacles and challenges for its practitioners, especially during the period where the whole world is fighting the COVID-19 outbreak, which is impacting the world's economy, including the legal profession in Malaysia. As such, it can be said that the current situation shows that the average young lawyers will face the challenges of a competitive job market. Be that as it may, I believe that no matter what challenges and obstacles arises, it will not be a hindrance for this profession to continuously grow, and the services of the petitioners are still needed. In addition, the COVID-19 pandemic has also changed the lifestyle and method of communication to a new norm that needs to be practiced from now on. In the context of the legal field in Malaysia, most cases are now being conducted online and respond to the government's call to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, we have to ensure that we are well equipped to face whatever obstacle that may occur, especially in empowering knowledge and skills regarding information technology. One of the fundamental responsibilities of an advocate is to maintain the highest professional standard of integrity and competence at all times. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. It takes years of experience to a skillful advocate. Continuous professional developments and educations can only enhance our legal competence. Spend your time in your initial years in the bar developing your advocacy skills. Technology also has transformed the practice of law. Whether you like it or not, lawyers must be proficient in a wide range of technology platforms. I would like to emphasize that it is not just the intellectual skill that comes with work at the bar, but also the integrity which should be inherent in lawyers as officers of the court. On a daily basis, in the functioning of the courts, the legal profession plays a pivotal role. For a lawyer not only carries his professional duties he is trained for towards his client, he also assumes a role of safeguarding the sanctity of the legal system, for to do otherwise would be detrimental to its proper functioning. Lawyers as guardian of the law play a vital role in the preservation of society. The fulfillment of this role requires an understanding by lawyers of their relationship with and function in our legal system. They are first and foremost officers of the court. This is a role of paramount importance within the justice system because they assist the court to arrive at a just decision. It is the lawyer who sets out the factual basis for a dispute, the complaint of his client, who conducts the trial in accordance with the principles of natural justice, and of course significantly provides guidance to the court in relation to the law. In undertaking these duties, a lawyer's primary and overriding duty is owed to the court. It is therefore of fundamental importance for lawyers to comprehend and accept that while they are agents for their clients who pay them for the work they undertake, their cardinal duty is to ensure that their presentation of their client's case and the law is honest, relevant, and of sufficient competence to assist the court. In short, lawyers are constrained to maintain the highest standards of ethical conduct. If they fail to abide by these fundamental duties, there is a direct and immediate consequence, namely that the administration of justice is undermined. Observe the ethics and legal responsibilities in order to instill public confidence towards this profession. In all cases, it is a shared responsibility between the bar and the judiciary to uphold the rule of law and to ensure that the justice system is served in transparent and fair manner. I'm confident that you will strive to achieve a distinction in the pursuit of your career, and towards this cause, be respectful of the bench, the bar, your clients, adversaries in court, and everyone that you come into contact with. Mutual respect must be maintained and observed. Last but not least, be a lawyer who is dedicated, full of integrity, ethical, and high discipline, and strive to improve skills and knowledge in this profession for the better future, not only for the petitioners, but also this profession. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And thank you to everyone.
Court bangun.